Okay, last time we played Volgarr, this was actually the very last game we played before the hiatus, I think. So, been a long time since I played it last. You can skip ahead by going left from the start. Okay. Like, they mean like here? Because I already got to level 2. If I do restart world... I've done that before, hold on. Oops. Shoot.
Rise, warrior.
Let's try this again. There we go. So we've already made it past these stages in previous attempts. Oh, but if I grab the item... Interesting. If I grab the item, then it doesn't let me skip the stage. Okay, here we go. This is where we left off last time. Let's see how far we can get. This level was giving me a lot of trouble before. This game is basically Super Ghouls and Ghosts, if you haven't played it. Modern interpretation. A bit Volgarr. I wanted to start over since I need to have my armor as long as possible here. I think enemies just keep spawning indefinitely in this game. So you're not really serviced by like trying to hang around and kill everything. Do have a double jump, you should remember that. And the double jump doesn't attack at the same time. Well, that happened. In this stream, I think you are. I hadn't heard it before. Okay. That makes more sense. I think you are intended to double jump to deal with that. This game has fairly tight controls. It's Belmont gravity though. If you get knocked back, you can't adjust your mid-jump momentum in any way. Oops, I should just die if I take any hits at the beginning. It's fine. Ooh, well that's a bummer. I guess I definitely want to attack that guy from a distance, so I don't have to deal with that next time. I'll see how much further I can get in the stage before I just give up. This game is about as brutal as Ghouls and Ghosts, I feel like. Oops, yep, see, lack of momentum control in midair. See why. Probably not going to ban anybody for it, right? Apparently you can use... There's like these single-player dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV. And, oh shit. Okay, so I should just be spamming spears at these guys. And there's a limit break you can use in there that like doubles everybody's damage or increases their damage by a whole bunch. And somebody found out that you can just enter a text command to use it even outside of the single-player dungeons, the AI companions. It's apparently super effective. Oh, that's cool. So while I'm double jumping, I can throw a spear basically for free. I didn't realize that before. I didn't ban anybody for abusing the Squadron Dungeon bug in the first place, right? Where you can reset the cooldown on everybody's abilities by spamming engage. I abused the hell out of that. I got every class to level 50. Jerk. Oh, that's right. I didn't even realize I could use the shield to block. I mean, it seems obvious, but... Forgot that was a thing. Oh, how it's like this very fantasy setting, and then there's like a robot mind thing that comes after you. Don't bother killing dudes. I don't think you can farm money by just killing dudes either. Okay, I need to find a way to fight them. I can't kill them with spears because they duck and slide at you like that. I guess we'll see. Shit. What is my safest way to kill those things? Pretty consistently get hit right there. I don't think I can throw spears from ducking, right? No. I can try to roll out of... No, that's not gonna do it.
You win again, Gravity!
I did not mean to.
Is Yakuza 6 the newest one? Why don't we stay zoomed out? It seems correct. See more of the map, you know? Maybe it's charging the attack? You can only charge it if you have the upgrade that I just lost, okay. I've never played a Yakuza game. They're like open world, Grand Theft Auto style games, right? Maybe I can, like, do a jumping strike on it. A couple times I've managed to kill it. I've always taken damage. There's gotta be a way to avoid it, though, right? World Brawler. Isn't it kind of silly as well? Shenmue Brawler. Very RPG-like. Okay, that's how that works. Cool. Yeah, I actually own Yakuza 0. Somebody put it on their sub block and then canceled sub before they got drawn. So I technically own it. Alright. So I can... Oh, shit. Well, today I learned you can roll off an edge and then still trigger your double jump after you go off the edge. But I also learned that there's a downward stab in this game, kind of like the one in Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. So we'll try to use that to kill these things. That might be the safer approach. Duck. You only get an aerial... you only get an aerial spear if you double jump, it looks like. That is the correct way to do that, okay. But I need to kill the dude up there as I drop down. This guy I might need to have... Okay, I can downstrike him, that's cool. Maybe that's what they're trying to teach me right there. Shit, okay. I like this game's lack of UI. It can communicate everything it needs to communicate on the main character himself. Wish I could stay zoomed out. I don't think it's possible. Technically, there's like a Castlevania input where you can hold up and press attack to throw your spear. Probably shouldn't be using that. It's less precise. There we go. Cool. Gotta be pretty far away to get that to land. I think that's to keep you from cheesing that. Cool. Feeling a little bit better about that. So the downward strike does more damage, it seems like. Nice. Those guys usually take 2 hits to kill. Hey! Got a helmet. For the first time. Come on. There we go. Take it slow. I don't need to hurry here. We've got the helmet upgrade for the first time. Cool. Gem real quick. I didn't realize I could break those. I don't know why I'd want to, but... Gotcha. Alright, another upgrade. Flaming Sword, I think just does additional damage. Like, I don't think I can do anything special with it. Yeah. I can already charge my shots with that. Much like ghouls and ghosts. Holy shit. Some metal slug thing over here. Much like ghouls and ghosts, like, if you're at full upgrade potential, you can play through the game really easily, but if you miss even one upgrade, it's really hard to recover. Gradius is kind of like that as well, right? Oh, shit. Man, you lose both the fire sword and... Yikes. Use the fire sword and the helmet if you get hit once. It's brutal. I heard another one trigger. There's a whale shadow in the distance. Wow. The Belmont jump physics make this part really hard. Can I make this in time? I'm not sure. I trust it. Nope. Totally cannot. Maybe if I had rolled off the edge, since if you roll, you can then jump. It's in the game that does it. Donkey Kong Country, you can roll off an edge and then jump partway down. I don't know if they ever installed any puzzles that required you to use that. There may have been a couple bonus stages. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Just avoid the guy. That works. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the number of games that have had that as a mechanic. Roll off an edge. Because that game doesn't even have double jumping in general. It's extra weird that it's included. Nice. Come here. There we go. Hey, Namaku. How you doing? Get that fire sword. Doing alright. Oh shoot. That was almost very bad. Right. Fire sword. Don't screw up the boss thing. Oh, that's why you want the fire sword. Pretty big radius. Oh, the crab guy stays dead. No, never mind. He totally does not stay dead. Not in the slightest. Good job, shield. I think my shield might have a finite amount of damage it can take, because it looked like it was flashing when it took that hit. I'm not actually sure how that works. Through Tuesday. Oh, shoot. Crap. Just money at this point. He jumped to his death. Yakuza Zero's been out for a while, right? Well, I can get some extra damage by hitting him with that. Reading the rules can be fun. I like just reading the rules for different RPG settings that I'm probably never going to play. Yakuza 6 is the recent one, I think. I think I'd be too anxious to go to New Mexico. Have fun though, it sounds cool. Ouch. Ooh, okay, so I need to be able to land the jump. I don't actually get to damage it during that, you know? Shoot! Oh, jeez. Let's restart. Rules of the game tell you what the game's about. Could see that, Leon. Yeah. I've had bad experiences playing board games with randos. I went to TwitchCon and we actually were sitting down to play Seven Wonders, me, People Next 10KM, and her boyfriend, and a rando guy showed up and said, "Hey, I'll teach you guys how to play this," and it was a really bad experience. Really bad. I was just like, I want to get out of here, I want to die, I want to die, I want to die. Everything's fine, nothing is ruined. I can handle going to like PAX and TwitchCon and stuff, but it's like actually playing board games with randos is hard for me to do for whatever reason. It's true. Oh sure, I'm sure you can have awesome experiences with people. Hey, all right. Really nails the feel of those Ghouls and Ghosts games while being a little bit more forgiving. So I don't really need to get the chest up here. It's more treasure, which as far as I know are just kind of like points in this game. Like I don't think they actually do anything. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think we only made it through one level last time. The bosses in this game are pretty hard. Shoot. Oh, that sucks. It's such a progress hit. Lose both the fire sword and the helmet. Oh, so you can roll and double jump. I didn't realize that. Interesting. Yeah, it's gonna hit me no matter what if I do that. It sucks. Bummer. So technically the boat's still beneath me. I guess that's a way I can avoid the clams. I think this might be a checkpoint, so it's very exciting. That's why we want to be able to double jump out. I was about to ask if it was Mega Man rules for underwater physics, and it appears that's the case. Assassin's Creed logo. Okay, you can kind of change your midair momentum with a double jump. That's about it. Ooh, the slime can walk on the top of the water. I was not expecting that. I bet I can climb on... Oh, it's actually harder to dodge this with water physics. That's interesting. Now the Sahagan guys can swim. Of course they can. Oh no. Alright, well we can get some air back here, it looks like. So they want us to climb out of the water, I assume? Oh god, okay. Yeah, like, as soon as I pressed the jump button, I was already dead in that situation. Get my shield. I think the reason they don't let you make more of these when you're this close to them is to keep you from climbing back out in this sort of situation I'm in right now. Alright, feels pretty good. Okay, so the next question is, how the hell do we get out of here? There's not like a secret wall we can break, it looks like. There you go. It might be that I need to jump onto that. I'm not sure if I can make it, though. Hey, Ludifex, what's up? How are you doing? Ooh, maybe if I roll first? So you get a full double jump. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have to trigger the first jump before the roll ends. That appears to be the case. That still doesn't quite make it, though. So there must be another way through here. Don't think I can throw spears on spikes. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Half paladin, half barbarian. Oops. Okay, I can't do anything with the statue. There's nothing else I appear to be able to reach from up here. I can't climb up this wall more. I'm a little puzzled. Alright, well that's good. I didn't realize I could jump that high. Makes it easier. There we go. Don't touch the spike. Should be enough to get out. Oh, I can climb this. Alright. It's hard to tell sometimes. I think I may have climbed in a previous stage. Ouch. Okay. I think I know where to go now. Well, let's just not... let's not restart the current world, because that might take me back to the beginning of the stage, which is not what I want. I think being in the line of sight of those clams is what causes them to trigger. I'm not super sure about that. Ooh, man, the timing can be sucky when you're trying to do that downward slash. Alright, well, the main purpose here is to find out where to go next. Yeah, I just started, like, 5 hours into it or something. Okay, she'll just make this very nice. So those guys get triggered when you're in their line of sight, or when you attack them. I think it's one or the other. I surprisingly can't throw spears from chain. Probably need to do this, right? Oh no, I bet what I need to do the double jump, I think. I need to time it right between the two of them so that they both die, since I can't throw a projectile at them from there. This game is the Cuphead school of difficulty. A lot of its memorization of mechanics. Go. Sweet. Cool. Son of a bitch. Really? Do me like that? Okay. I think that's like a pixel lower, and that's enough to matter. Alright. Jumping out of water is a little janky. What was the game we were playing that had that problem really bad? Was that La Mulana? Jumping out of water is super duper janky. Oh, hit me in the shield. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Shield gots my back. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not sure how to avoid the second hit of damage. Maybe I have to jump all the way over. Those guys still take 2 hits to kill, which is one too many. Don't drop through platforms. Good to know. Crap. We need to be doing the downward strike to kill those red guys. That's the furthest we've gotten in the stage, though, so... That's at least a plus. I wonder if the downward strike does more than 1 point of damage. I feel like it kills stuff a little bit more efficiently, but I'm not 100% sure. There we go. Leave the slime guys alone. Sweet. Statue. Here. I think that's as low. Okay, actually a little bit higher than it normally needs to be. Oh, well, that happened. That means I'm gonna die as soon as I try to kill these guys, unless if I find a new way to deal with them. Well, that's not one of them. I thought maybe I would jump from below and do the spinning attack just to kill the guy at the bottom, but he immediately throws a trident at you. Maybe if you do it way below him. The hitbox on that thing's fairly forgiving, I think. don't get to hold your shield out when you're mid-jump, it turns out. Wish I could suck in these little treasures. I guess I can technically hold. No, okay. I thought maybe I was holding the sword up, could damage things above me, but you ready the spear when you hold that up in midair like that. There we go. Here, let's try doing this. That works, but it's super janky and very slow. There's got to be a more efficient way to do it. No, it's not really a Metroidvania. It's, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. They have really far range on that. Maybe I can jump off of it and kind of toss one, but that would be so slow. The shield is the first stacking upgrade, like the armor in Ghouls and Ghosts. Eventually you get a helmet. Oh shit, I'm already dead. I guess I need to commit suicide here. It's a much more forgiving Ghouls and Ghosts, in that you have unlimited lives. It is tracking how much time you're taking, though. Shames you. So your capabilities kind of snowball if you never make any mistakes and never get hit, because you eventually get the helmet, the flaming sword. Shit. Okay, I thought I was screwed there. Oh no, I was hoping that wouldn't stick in anyone's memory. I was pretty excited about winning. I looked away for a second in excitement and then looked up and saw that I had actually lost. And wasn't sure if it was fair or not. Okay. I can kill one for sure. It's very slow, but it's safe. And I think I can jump off the top of the other one to get to the other guy, maybe? Well, one of these slimes is going to reach me. There we go. Okay. That's the best we've ever done in this stage, so... There can be more than 2 slimes on the screen at the same time today. Shit. Holding down and jump makes you roll. I did not intend to do that. Now I know. I don't think it was a trap in Jotun. I did think it was a bug at first. I assume that in previous fights, once the boss died, it could not continue to damage you. In fact, because of Jotun, I went into Cuphead assuming that after you killed the boss, you could still die, and that doesn't appear to be the case. So you still take damage, but it doesn't actually game over you. Ooh, wow, that was split second. Yikes. I think my shield can break. It looks like, I'm not sure if the flashing is just to indicate, hey, this blocked you from taking damage, or what. Making sure I 100% cannot throw my spear. I don't think I can. Okay. And I gotta be careful of the extra slimes that spawn. Not actually sure if I could have avoided that. Thanks to Maku. I liked it. I didn't think it was too bad. I really liked that fire boss. I think he was my favorite boss in the game. The Jormungand level was top tier. Okay, let's try to make it through this section. Very gorgeous game. Slimes can jump off of the water down there, and there's not much I can do about it. For them to spam sword. I have to sword these guys, so they're not really killable. Okay, that's the first time I've gotten a helmet at this stage. That's exciting. This guy I have to kill by crouching. Whew. The mines. They stand out so much in this game. Shit. Really? I thought doing a downstrike always one-shot them. Maybe it intersected with his trident or something. Come on. Yeah. A backswing kill. Alright, we're now further than we've ever been again. Hey, it's a cool secret. Thor's Blessing. Achievement unlocked. I've never gotten one of these before. Not super sure what it did. I don't think I have any new powers. Oh god. Water physics. Okay, everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. Viking helmets. Ooh, that actually does damage to things above it? I don't think I realized that. That's cool. Ooh, wow, I should have taken damage there. Okay. Cannot touch the ceiling there. We're gonna have a bad time. End up getting too close to throw a spear. Right, spears are definitely not an option here. No, I think I have to spear. I think I have to spear, fall down, and then come back up. That seems kind of janky, but... I think that'll do it. Come on, guys. For reals? Oh, that must have been Thor's Blessing that I just wasted. Bummer. Well, now I know it's there. This is mostly just a fact-finding mission at the moment anyway. Son of a bitch. A shield egg. It's the only way to do that safely. Whew. Yikes. Yeah, it's not like the hitbox on the sword doesn't completely match its graphic, it looks like. Things don't die just because... There we go. The swing touches them. Whoa! It's a very... As soon as it's a boss fight, Mega Man boss transition. Ooh, thanks. Okay, can't spend much time in the water. Okay, he can jump right at me and damage me. It's good to know. Yeah, that's the furthest we've ever gotten. Maybe we can get there with full upgrades. I think there's enough chests in this stage for you to get the Flaming Sword and the Thor's Blessing upgrade. Hope so. Okay, nice. Sweet. So Hagen guys are actually a little bit easier when they are swimming, I feel like. Alright, get out of the water. There we go. Cool. First guy from below. I might actually be able to throw a spear at the second guy. The concern is I'm going to have a repeat of that situation where one of the slimes jumped out at me. It's almost impossible to stop some glitch. It's really easy to hold down and accidentally dash. I wonder if that's something I can turn off. Controls. Advanced controls. Down jump. No, I don't think so. Bummer. Alright, I'll just try to avoid doing it. Accidental roll. Droid fusion vibes from the first boss. I can see that. Now, this game, getting hit is incredibly punishing if you have even one upgrade. The shield makes things way easier. Having extra hits for the boss fight makes things easier. And like once you get the fire sword, getting hit once actually removes 2 of your upgrades. You lose both the helmet and the sword. And it's kind of like what Ghouls and Ghosts and Gradius in that the levels feel balanced around you having the full kit, not around you having just the shitty shield. Gradius is one of those games where, like, if you die in level 4, you're probably better off just starting the game over from level 1 and trying to get back to level 4 without taking any damage. Just because snowballing upgrades make it so much easier. It's a really interesting approach to difficulty curves, right? It's like, if you're perfect, you make no mistakes, then the game is really easy, and it's much easier to make no mistakes. But you make one mistake and like difficulty just spikes for a really long time. Because technically I could have come into this stage, if I had made it into this level with all my upgrades in the previous stage, I could do this whole stage fully kitted. Which I think is what you need to get the perfect ending for this. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I would make a modern game like Gradius like that. I mean, it feels... It kind of has that, roguelike quality where you get really excited if you've made it a certain distance with a certain build. So it starts to kind of snowball and feel really, really good as you're doing better and better at the game. That's nonsense. Pushing down there just didn't work. Oh, lost both my upgrades. It's basically over now, but I'll try to see if I can get to the boss again. Or, you know, I can die to that guy. This game is still very playable without the full kit. It doesn't change very much about what your fundamental capabilities are, unlike Gradius where, like, getting all the options means that a giant chunk of the screen is taking damage all the time. In this one, the main difference... I'm gonna kill myself so I have the resources. The main difference is how much damage you do with your attacks. It slightly increases the hitbox. Having the shield, I guess, is a pretty big capability difference. Can reduce incoming damage. I guess it trains you to be good at the game and focus on not taking hits, right? There are certainly space shooter type games that are just about do more damage to the enemy than they do to you. Gradius says your #1 priority should be playing cautiously and not taking any hits at all. My comparison to roguelikes is to just say the feeling of getting a really good set of drops in, like, Binding of Isaac, right? Where you're almost invincible because of the set of power-ups that you have, so you get really excited that this is going to be the run. But it also creates that sense of tension that I could lose this at any second if I make a simple mistake. It's similar in something like Gradius or Ghouls and Ghosts when you have the full kit. Like, you're not that much less likely to lose all of it, but you kind of get excited. I hope that killed him. The double jump was impeccably timed, and then that happened, though. And I lost both of them. Oh, is there no pseudo progression in FTL? I like some form of pseudo progression. I think expanding what can drop in the game is a good solution to the problem, I feel like. It's not a way to make the game guaranteed to be easier, like Dead Cells, right? Puts the light in roguelite. You can make it so you permanently have progression upgrades and you permanently have more healing, so the game just gets easier over time. Kill those slimes like as soon as possible, I feel like. This shield definitely does get broken. I see it taking a crack there. I still have my Thor power. God. Whew. Spin attack though. Hey, alright, let's get to know this is up here. Don't think I'll use it in the boss fight. Yeah, I'm not sure if this shield can take unlimited hits or not. It's hard to tell. I think that the blue Sahagins dash at you shit. Jump at you whenever you throw a spear. Let's try this again. Oh shit. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that can hit me if I'm just standing on the platform. Like if I can jump to avoid it. I really don't want to get in the water in that fight. I think if I suspect that the boss is going to jump out of the left side, I need to move to the other platform. Because the water jump physics are super janky. Let's die. Oh, are there roguelites that have verbs like that? I thought most roguelites didn't use adventure game inputs like that. Separate ways to interact with the world. Can you give me an example in something like Binding of Isaac or Dead Cells or Rogue Legacy? What you would call a verb? Nope. Well, one guy's dead. Different items, shooting, touching objects. Oh, okay. So like the design space of the game. I like the Metroidvania progression stuff from Dead Cells. It's cool. It doesn't really change the way you play the game too much, just kind of lets you speed through it. If you've already done certain sections, you don't have to fight the boss again if you choose not to. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon's a roguelite. You can have different games be more... like, whether or not something's a roguelite is a spectrum, I feel like. Binding of Isaac is quite a bit more hardcore about its roguelike elements than Dead Cells. Like, yeah, you can unlock new parts of the dungeon, but you really are starting over whenever you die. Yeah, moving, attacking. I would call that stress damage versus physical damage. I would call that design space. Yeah, alright, I can do that in one go. That's useful. Hey, thanks, Six Gun. Appreciate that, dude. You said you wanted to save up your sub-block hours for a tabletop game, right? I can probably get up there. I didn't try that last time.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Is this makeable? Hey, alright, I now have the maximum upgrades possible, and I know that this is up here, which I did not know before. So there's slightly more chests in this stage. Nice. Alright, so that was the additional range on the fire sword there that made that happen. Aw, bummer. I really needed that for the boss fight. At least I keep the fire sword when that triggers. Can I get back out of here? I'm not sure I can. Okay, maybe I can. Do you know what system you wanted to do, Six Gun? God, it's so janky sometimes. You just get extra money in that case. Well, we do want to try to make it to the boss with full upgrades and with the Thor ability. That would be Bee's Knees. Alright. Killing that red guy on the way down. That's how you do it. Alright, attempt number 3. Let's try this. Shit. Well, not like that. Not sure if that does more damage than just spamming spears. Okay. Alright. I can do that. Now we're gonna find out. That does in fact damage the platform, so I need to find a way to drop down safely, which is a little bit easier said than done. You gotta jump perfectly to get out of there. Wow. I've got a better plan for dealing with them now, I guess. I've always wanted to try the wrestling tabletop. That would be fun. I did not know that thing could melee you. Well, let's just restart it. What's Velvet Glove? What kind of game is it? There we go. Son of a bitch. Alright, shield. Destroying character heavy. Oh, that's cool. French for exploitation films. Right on. Cool way to sell it. Alright, no slimes jumping on my head, please. Actually, come up here safely now. It's exciting. Kills a dude down there. Gotcha. Son of a bitch. Oh man, that sucks. It's really easy to tilt in this game. Okay, it's good to know that I can break through my own spear platforms by doing the Zelda 2 downward stab. Oh, it's gonna be cutting it real close. Okay, phew, I was worried about that. Alright. Speedrun strats. There was an extra upgrade up here. I've got the Thor thing right now, which is very exciting. Really? Man. The Belmont jumping gravity in this game is pretty frustrating sometimes. A lot of this game comes down to, is the enemy in a place where your weapon hitboxes can't reach, right? Situations like that. Yeah, and since I just lost, like, I lose both the helmet and the fire sword there. Oh well. Things are going really well for a while there. And then not so much. Really? Okay. Well, I have no shield now. Keep practicing this boss. I think when we beat him, we're gonna have to just beat him by never taking a hit, basically. Dropping off the water is not the right way. Wow. Once he starts flying up, like, I was dead the moment I touched the water in that attempt there. Because it was just impossible for me to get back up. He was already on his attack animation, so I cannot go in the water unless if I'm specifically avoiding the attack where he hits the platforms with the lightning. No. No, this is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I've played it before. Exactly this one. Very punishing upgrade building. It's about memorizing the level layout and the boss attack animations and never getting hit to maximize unlocked upgrades. That's an interesting idea. Planting the spear into the wall. I could try that. Given that the water physics are so janky. They're not quite like La Mulana level jank, but... I'd like to beat the boss before the end of this session today, so we've made some significant progress. I'm not sure if I restart, like if we play this on D-Rock's next subblock, if it's going to make me play through the original level again, because I feel like I'm just at a checkpoint halfway through the level. There we go. Oh. Huh. I don't remember destroying that, but okay. I'm taking time now, so by the time I get up there, there's going to be a slime that's going to kill me. I did play La Mulana. I'm really excited for the sequel. I might actually play the sequel as part of new release day, instead of requiring it to go on the voting spreadsheet. One of my favorite stream experiences, along with Dark Souls Blind. Let's take this slow. I might want to give La Mulana a few weeks or months after it comes out before we play it, though. Because it was really nice. Like, playing it on stream was almost a perfect way to experience it, because chat was able to discuss ways to give me hints without telling me exactly what to do. If I decided I was stuck on something, I needed some help. They were kind of able to control for stuff that was like actual bullshit that was kind of impossible to figure out on your own. Jump down, buddy. You know you want to. There you go. There we go. I know, right? I'd erase my memory. I would erase my memory of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 and play them again. And I would erase Dark Souls over and over. And probably Zelda Breath of the Wild. Come on. Oh, it's so close. Barely nearly a disaster. Nope, that's not happening. Oh, I threw an extra. That's funny. Nice. Okay, I can go get the extra money that's up here. Don't think it does me much good, but I need to kill these slimes. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, really? Did I like just throw it in the worst possible spot? I guess so. Still need to play the Surge. I heard it's okay. Games I played as a kid, don't even remember what it was like to play blind. Yeah, really Final Fantasy VI. Although, for whatever reason, the way my brain works, there's a lot of games I played as a kid that I've like almost completely forgotten. Like we were playing Wild Arms, which I played. I think I only beat it once as a kid, but that game's effectively blind for me. It's been so long. So only if I played a game a ton, like Chrono Trigger, FF6 or FF4, that. Nice. No memory of a time where I didn't know everything in Majora's Mask. Shit. Already screwed that up. I'll take the throw there, that's fine. Alright, Fire Sword, man. Trivializes that boss. That's what I mean about the Gradius, ghouls and ghosts thing. Like, if you can make it with full upgrades, the boss dies instantly because you just do so much damage. Otherwise, you kind of have to fight them for real. I don't know what all that money does. Oh yeah, I remember I got strategy guides for a while. I think it was the FF7 strategy guide that spoiled some of your mana and made me decide I wasn't going to use them anymore. Alright, well I feel like we've made good progress for this. We're playing for about another 20 minutes or so. But I won't feel too bad if we don't get far in this stage. So we can at least start from here next time. I'll have to talk to D-Rock. I guess technically I need to... Oh shit. Ouch. Technically I need to beat the whole game from stage 1 without using continues or checkpoints in order to get the true ending. Let me just kill myself here. How did I do this originally? Definitely played a couple games as a kid that I rented and then made zero progress in because, well, part of it is that when you're renting NES games, NES, they weren't always very good at conveyance like you can generally expect them to be these days. So I remember, like, Faxanadu, I had an entire rental cycle where I couldn't get out of the first town. I'd get strategy guides from the library. Or I'd go to the store and read them in the store and write stuff down in my hand. I used to do that with Tips and Tricks magazine, back when codes were a thing. Oh, the second part, I was wondering why I was taking damage over here. So when you kill them from below, if you crouch, their torso hits you. So don't crouch and kill these guys, is what they're telling me. And if they're above you, don't kill them that way either. Interesting. Wonder if I can consistently kill them with the spear. Yeah, or I'd go to the library and I'd print out game FAQs. I like throwing the spears at the skeleton dudes. You can jump on the spear that's sticking out of their shield. They just charge money for codes now. I heard a good argument that codes played an important role in a lot of games like that, like especially in fighting games, or if you had something that lets you unlock all the characters. If you were doing a tournament, you wouldn't have to have a cartridge where someone just spent a long time unlocking everything. You just use the code. And then people would still get the fun experience of playing it at home, manually unlocking everything. Because I like unlocking characters in fighting games, especially in games like Smash. But it sucks for the competitive community. It takes a lot of work to get a system that has everything unlocked. Hey. That's what I ended up doing at some point too. Go to GameStop. Would you like a strategy guy with that? No, dude, I have the internet. Fine. I'm gonna do one step up from there, right? Yeah. What's the lowest I can get that? Probably right there. Son of a bitch, man. This game can be really mean sometimes. That should be viable. I'm trying to think of how am I supposed to jump up there. This is like all the jump tech that I have. Maybe it involves rolling off a ledge or something? Or maybe making a spear that's right out of the top of this thing? So I get a little bit more distance before I start the jump. Nope. Yeah. Those little birds, very faithful to ghouls and ghosts. Hey, that's it. Okay. So we gotta do the Donkey Kong Country roll thing. Gotcha. Interesting, but I can't get... So I gotta be far away in order for me to throw a spear and make a platform out of it. Oops. Okay. How can I get the distance that I need? I don't know if I can. That's gotta be makeable, right? The roll jump shouldn't be the way to do it. If you go right in here, you're way too close. Maybe you have to be like right on the edge of it. Let's try. No, it's still too close. Hey, thanks for the host, Anderson. How you doing? Oh, you know, I bet I know the solution here. I bet it's do this. That makes more sense. Cool. You lose the helmet instantly when I drop down. Yay, for no falling damage. Probably gonna be spikes though, right? Oh wow, he was able to hit me through my shield? Oh no, I was just swinging, so I didn't have my shield active. Okay. Well, we have to explore more, I guess. Now you got a mix of enemies that need to be attacked by crouching, and enemies that heavily punish you for attacking by crouching. That's interesting. Yeah, I like this game so far. It's pretty good. I like ghouls and ghosts as well. Alright, so you gotta be really careful with the zombies with the swords in their chests. When they overlap with one of the enemies that I have to crouch to kill, it's very dangerous. I don't like those birds. Can I downstrike the skeletons? Zelda to them? I sure can. That's good. Probably use that on the zombies as well. No, I guess it's not perfect though. You gotta land right in the center of them for it to be effective. Yeah, this game... Downstrike is pretty Zelda too. Ouch. You have to hold down while jumping. I think level 3, yeah, I just did the Sahagan level. The delayed return of the birds. Oh man. These zombies are rough. Once you've hit them, once you've cut off their legs, you're gonna have a bad time. There's not a lot you can do to save yourself. Wait, Pete, there we go. So I can kind of knock these guys back, rather than try to go for the Zelda 2 downstrike. I think I can always crouch to avoid birds. I'm not 100% sure if that's true. I can't reliably fight those guys if I have no shield, though. see a bird, we gotta crouch immediately, basically. There we go. Yeah, and then that can happen, so I'm not entirely clear on the rules for whether that's gonna land or not. Bird. Okay. Yeah, those, I need to have a shield to fight the blue guys. I might be able to like jump on their heads or something, but the hitbox on it's a little janky. Or just to be fair, I'm not clear on where I'm supposed to activate it to hit them without also taking damage myself. I like that these guys don't have a sword, so just trying to teach you about the shield. And then the next iteration on them still has a shield, but also has a sword arm. Yeah, so the birds make you crouch, so if you're not being patient... If you're not being patient, you could accidentally cut the legs off one of the zombies and have them damage you pretty badly. This game's all about learning precision and patience. For your first playthrough, it looks like it's very speedrun focused as well, though, because it does track your time. Yeah. I try to remember to keep the zoom out activated. It makes a pretty big difference. Okay, let's crouch. Jerk bird. There's a helmet. I want that to be a little bit higher. I'm impressed at the tech that's necessary to get to this chest up here. It's not trivial. We want to try to get that as low as possible to be able to land it. Not quite. Patriot arrow. There we go. There we go. Hey! Flaming sword. Alright, we are fully upgraded. Now to lose these upgrades immediately, right? Flaming sword does 2 damage. Okay. These guys usually take 3 hits to kill. Right. I needed to keep moving if I wanted to make it across here. I guess it's not too late. I thought it would be. Ooh, okay, that's the thing that happened. Come here. There you go. Take this slow, be careful. I wonder if the flaming sword is a big enough perk box to, Ooh, that was almost very bad. Ah, and it was very bad. Shit. You lose the helmet and the sword, man. If you lost one, it wouldn't be so bad. There must be some tech to be able to bounce off of the guy with the shield down there. To get to that corner. Maybe it's that I can throw my spear at him. Oh god, that's not what I meant to do. Oh. Alright, technically reverted. Probably throw your spear in his shield and then let him walk you across. Universal truth. Birds and dogs in video games, right? Alright. Probably use that double jump attack more often. It's pretty effective. Oh god. I think the charged spear attack is piercing. Oh, but I can't do it right now. Right. That's unfortunate. Aww. Bummer. So I need to have the level 2 shield to do it. Naked. So I'm gonna make it just a little bit further here. I feel like we gotta be somewhat close to the next checkpoint. Hey, checkpoint. Sweet. I'm not sure if that checkpoint applies if I turn the game off and restart it. It might only be for... I keep the game on right now. Come on, dude. I wonder how effective Don't Think Just Go is in this game. How am I supposed to be able to get in there? It's interesting. Shit. Okay. That's set up to delay you just long enough that if you try to rush the door, you won't be able to in time. RA4 dogs aren't super irritating. Okay, so how would I get in there? I don't get the loot from it. There is a limited range on that attack, that's good to know. I'm super dead! Wow, I can't believe I survived that. My victory pose of, hey, I got the shield, was enough to save me there. Killed the spooky ghost. Oh, I just got an achievement. On the highway to hell, H-E-L, very nice. Oh, I didn't even notice that middle, man, it's a troll spear. I probably saw it and just wasn't paying attention when I first got up to it. Oops. Just kill myself here. Nope, I have never played Resident Evil 4. Well, correction, we played it for an hour on Washu's subblock. It's currently on the voting spreadsheet as blind. There we go. Poise doesn't exist, makes dogs even worse, right? Quick about it. Spoiler, dogs exist. Really? I guarantee that I fall on the left side. Get my shitty shield back. Probably go straight down that chain in the future. There's no reason to go in the other room and get myself damaged for no reason, right? Okay, so I think the way that the downstrike works on those skeletons, hold on, is you gotta be behind their shield completely for it to work. Super dick move. Okay, it's probably possible to make it all the way across there. That is an actual command, exclamation point ban. Okay. Very good. Peek tried to enter it. Didn't work for some reason. Oh, I missed that. Wait, did you? Oh, 46. It did ban Namaku 46, whoever that is. They'll never know the joy of the stream. Maybe that actually slows him down. It'd be kind of cool if it did, though. Alright. So this just seems correct. The other way is way too dangerous. double swing quickly. Oh. Well, that explains how we get there, and I guess we gotta roll into that room, huh? Alright, well, it gets us an extra upgrade. It's worth it. Neat. I feel like that's really the only safe way to fall down this pit, too. Whoa. Controller got janky first. Ah, son of a bitch, man. Well, looks like I can pretty easily get the fire sword in this stage if I don't make a stupid mistake like that one. Go. And it's just money over that way. And money and death, turns out. Cool place to put a secret. Okay, there we go. Spiders everywhere. Ooh, that's cute. Is there a shortcut? I'm not sure, actually. Really? My shield was totally out, dog. Doggerson? Try to remember that that's there. There's a lot of spiders up this way. It's like you have to trigger the spin attack really early to be safe. I don't know the best way to lure those spiders over and still make it across, you know? Yeah, like that. Happens. Well, we're not going to get much further in 30 seconds, so we'll call it for Volgarr the Viking. This game is really cool. I'm excited to play more of it. Let me see really quick. I'm just curious, if I boot the game back up, does it start me back at that crystal or the previous one?
Rise, warrior.
Okay, left. 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 Okay, it starts me here, so I'll have to do this stage again, but that's okay. I think we can do it. We at least beat the boss and didn't lose all the progress for the stream. Alright, we'll be back in a few minutes while I switch to Guild of Dungeoneering. See you guys soon.